Yep. Yep.
Right.
That works.
Cool.
So should I talk? Yep.
Oh, it's okay. I'll ask you questions as we go along now. One of the members of the Essex's United for Ukraine group is Illia. I hope I've said that right. Said that correctly. Illia over in Sumy, and he's very kind. Sumy in Ukraine. He's very kindly agreed just for a couple of minutes of his time, just to basically have a chat with you all and just let you know how he's doing, and obviously how he found our little group as well in Essex. It's an absolutely crazy situation. But Illia, just wondered if you could let us know what things are like in Sumy right now for you.
I don't know if you can hear it, but there are sirens on right now. They prepare the aviation attack. It's not about Sumy only, but they try to reinforce the air attacks on all the regions, even the western regions where people fled after everything started. Like a few days ago, they were evacuated from Sumy because here they try to reinforce the troops. They take troops even from next to Nagorno-Karabakh, which is in Azerbaijan, Armenia. They take the troops, Russian troops from that region, and they throw it to Sumy. So all of these forces, I think last time when I checked it, there were a few hundred of artillery, which is like Grads, tanks and everything. They stand near the city. They attack the nearby villages, which are completely destroyed now. And of course, people in Sumy again hear it. Luckily, they didn't hit anything with artillery within these 2 days, but if aviation succeeds to come to the region, they will bomb the city too. So yeah, it's really stressful. I think this, as we people hear on the news and in the government say, this upcoming few days will be defining for the positions of Ukrainian troops for if the war ends soon or not.
I'm just wondering as well, because I mean, we're running our humanitarian group for people in Ukraine from Essex, but just wondering how you found out about it.
Yeah, so I was referred to it by my friend Phil from the United Kingdom. We work together on the concert in Ukraine, and he's assisting also, volunteering now for Ukraine, and he's member of this group. So he referred me to that group.
And obviously, I know this must be a crazy question for obviously somebody in your situation at the moment, but can you take any comfort in seeing both the response in our group and obviously just around the world to what's happening?
Pardon, could you repeat that?
Yeah, sorry, just wondering, I know it's difficult, but do you take any comfort from seeing the international response? I mean, not just in our group in Essex, but just in general in the United Kingdom further. Can you take any comfort from that?
Yes, sure. We receive like lots of support for now. For example, in Sumy, the territorial defense, it's completely supported by volunteers only. Most of it comes, of course, from the international, from UK and other countries, because here in Ukraine, it's hard to produce something locally. So we unite, like, I also work for another NGO who are delivering here from Ukraine, and then we have lots of people who deliver to the board, and then we deliver it here. So yeah, it's really lots of support, and it's really motivating when we don't talk about the material support, the mental support that I received from both members of the Essex groups who messaged me recently, and my friends from other countries, even the shortest "how are you" or "where with you," that's really helpful these days.
Okay, I'm just wondering, because I mean, you've already mentioned work as well amongst all of this. I mean, what is an actual day? What does a day look like for you? How does a day work for you at the moment? What happens really?
In the morning, I wake up usually, it depends on the time, but if it's a little bit later, like not that later that we would usually consider, but maybe if I wake up, if I have the chance to wake up at maybe 8 or 9, and the shops are open, I will go to buy some products for my parents because they're really running short and the city is blocked. So we try to buy as many things as we can. And if not, I just wake up earlier, like at 7 or 6, and I go directly to my post, where I serve at the territorial defense, and I pass most of my time there. But in the evening, we have a chance to come back home at some days, and if I have like today, if I have this time, I try to dedicate it to speaking with NGOs, speaking with volunteers, sharing the news. I also write music on the matter. Some of you have seen. So I try to dedicate this time also, like I fight on the real war in the morning, during the day, and in the evening I continue fighting on the informational frontiers.
That's really interesting. Thank you. And I suppose one last question then, because obviously I don't want to take up too much of your time. How can how can we, outside of Ukraine, news war? What can we do to help you?
First of all, as most of you already do, that's material support, because really it's hard to find many products now. What's the most important now would be first aid kits, because I've been trying to find many, even in Poland and nearby countries, they're out of, like they have shortage of that, and also the protection, and like the food for refugees. If you have a chance, you can take refugees to your house, and if you don't have a chance, you can just see if there are any refugees nearby and maybe have a coffee with them, have beer with them, and just help them, because another field where you can help is mental support. As I don't remember if I mentioned it before, but mental support is very important now. Try to maybe message to Ukrainians. And the third frontier would be informational support. Now I can see that unfortunately the war is coming to the stage where people get used to that in Ukraine and outside of Ukraine too. So the more news you share on Ukraine, the better. So even if it's Instagram stories and you don't have like 100 subscribers, even if you have 10 people reading your news, that will help. Those 10 will share it to more and more and more. And the last would be, I think that's not a case for Ukraine, for UK, because UK is, I think, one of the most supporting countries from governmental side. But if you see some initiatives, for example, that your government is pushing for support, some laws or petitions where you can sign them in favor of Ukraine, just try to monitor those petitions also and to sign them.
Right, that's great. Well, again, please try and stay safe as much as you can, and we'll keep obviously checking on you through the group. But yeah, really, really thank you for talking to us tonight, and I hope that all of our followers and group members will take something away from this about how they can help. Thank you very much, Illia.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time, and thanks for all your support, you personally and all the group members. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.